Good afternoon. I'm meteorologist John Marshall updating you on what is now Hurricane Hermine, located about 200 miles south-southwest of Apalachicola, Florida. Folks, the storm has been expanding and intensifying. This is the visible satellite from Thursday afternoon. And what meteorologists like to do is look at that visible satellite and see with a developing storm, which is now a hurricane, if we can see an eye. And that has developed. You can see the bit of a clear spot there, about 15 miles in diameter. There's Apalachicola, Florida. Here, obviously, is the state of Florida. You know that. Eastern Gulf of Mexico. So the storm continues to move to the north-northeast at about 14 miles an hour. Latest computer models are in, but first I'm going to show you the infamous spaghetti plots, and you will see that this is about 10 or 15 computer models, and they take the storm, all of the tracking, right up the coastline. That is a given. This storm, it will make landfall as a hurricane overnight tonight, somewhere around the Big Bend of Florida, with winds between 75 and 85 miles an hour sustained. This storm will take a track, hug the coastline or just inland. It will diminish some, but it's not going to diminish rapidly. Why? There's a lot of Atlantic water. Half the circulation will be sitting over water temperatures in the mid-80s. So that will tend to not really disturb the structure of the storm. The big question is, by Saturday morning, once the storm reaches Cape Hatteras, North Carolina, what happens? Well, the computer models, again, are beginning to look a lot similar in their thinking. Upper level low will come down out of the Great Lakes, capture the storm, the hurricane or tropical storm at that time, Saturday morning, and actually slow it down, stall possibly the storm somewhere off the mid-Atlantic coast. You could see a lot of these models want to bring this storm out to sea. Some of them got some kind of crazy looking paths to them. That's because they're picking up on this huge spinning wheel of wind in the upper levels of the atmosphere that's going to sit like a Ferris wheel, and that storm's going to have nowhere to go. So it may meander for a day or so, maybe even 2 days. If that does happen, that is not good for our coastline. We may go through 3 or 4 high tide cycles with coastal flooding if the storm does sit. And I'm going to show you 2 of our more reliable models. The first is the European. Okay, this is Saturday morning over the Outer Banks. Sunday morning, this goes in 24-hour increments, south and east of Cape May. Monday, still east of Jersey. Tuesday, Wednesday. What I'm showing you here is this storm wants to sit. It will build up the seas no matter what happens along the coastlines of the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast. Now we're going to take a look at the GFS. Saturday morning, we've got an area of low pressure. Again, all the models are showing this by the Outer Banks. Saturday looks to be thickening clouds around these parts in the New York City tri-state area. And then the storm continues to move north. Upper level low catches it, and the storm moves northwest toward the New Jersey coastline and actually does a complete loop-de-loop and then moves out to sea. I've got to go with the major thinking of these models and say that this storm somehow will affect the New York City tri-state area. The question is, to what degree? And we're going to get into that in about 2 minutes here, or less, I promise. Friday, the sun is back. It's going to be a gorgeous day. I know a lot of people got a lot of plans. It's Labor Day weekend, you know. We want to get out there, head to the beach. Oh man, the beach. The waves will be very, very high, pounding surf. For Saturday, thickening clouds. It now looks like the rain will begin Saturday afternoon from southern New Jersey up through central New Jersey during the afternoon hours. It could be dry from New York City north and west and through portions of Long Island. It will become windy. Temperatures held in the upper 70s. Hermine's track, very crucial for Sunday. If that storm goes the way those 2 computer models are taken verbatim, we will have coastal flooding around here, heavy windswept rain from, let's say, Sandy Hook down to the south through New Jersey, and coastal flooding, tidal flooding, throughout the tri-state area, throughout our coastal areas, because the storm is just so large and it's moving so slow. That is not the good news here. It will be a slow mover. I'm very concerned about astronomical and coastal flooding for Long Island, Connecticut, and especially New Jersey. Winds could be up to 50, possibly 60 miles an hour if the track pounds out verbatim like I showed you. I am not sold on that situation just yet. We've got 3 days to monitor that situation, and that's why we're here, right? We're giving you the forecast as I see it right now. There's no hype, there's no nonsense to this. Been doing this for some time now, as you guys know, so I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to tell you the facts, and the facts are that this storm does look like it's going to affect us more so than it did 12 hours ago. That's the bottom line. Labor Day, morning showers, afternoon sun, 78. The sun returns, and my students, my 3 kids, finally go back to school. 81 degrees. I love you guys. Tuesday's high with partly sunny skies. Again, we're going to watch a situation. It has become a little more serious. We've got a couple of days to watch this thing. Could it just pivot farther to the south and east of New York City? Absolutely. And not really affect us. But right now, my thinking is more so that it will affect the New York City tri-state area. No nonsense, no hype forecast. www.johnmarshallweather.com. Tomorrow is a getaway day. I know you've got plans, and some of you are going down to wherever you're going. Be safe. Keep tuning into my forecast here on Facebook and at my website and on YouTube. I'm around. Okay, guys? Have a great day. Take care.